Alright, so we're in four spades and we have a couple of losers to think about here. We've got a situation in diamonds, a situation in hearts, and also a bit of a situation in clubs. The only suit that's definitely kind of rock solid, if you like, is the spade suit, save for a nasty 4-0 spade break. So assuming the spades aren't breaking 4-0, which would be a bit mean, we need to think about what we're going to do about the diamonds, hearts and club situation. So it's easy to get overwhelmed in these scenarios looking at, well, I've got losers in clubs, I've got losers in diamonds, I've got naff hearts here. It's easy to get overwhelmed with losers there, losers here. What you want to do is focus on one of the two hands and try and reduce the losers in that hand, making that hand the master hand. How do I make that hand high? So the easier hand to establish is the hand with the longer trumps, in this case the dummy. Now usually the way the bidding works, the person with more trumps in their hand is the declarer, because they've been bidding that suit, so usually they have more trumps than the dummy, so you want to set your own hand up. But in this instance, because of the transfer, there's actually more trumps in the table than there are in our hand, so this is something known as a dummy reversal. You are reversing the dummy and you're making the dummy the high hand, and we're using our assets to complement the dummy's assets. What that means is I wouldn't worry about the club losers in our hand nor the diamond losers in our hand. There are club and diamond losers, but we're not trying to establish this hand, we're trying to establish this one. So what that means is we need to deal with dummy's losers. So looking at dummy, how are we going to make that hand better? So the spades are fine, unless they're 4-0 break, which is what it is. The diamonds, we're going to lose one, and that's inescapable. There's no real way of avoiding the diamond loser, especially given that the opponents have attacked diamonds with their lead. The queen of diamonds gets rid of our ace, we're going to lose a diamond trick. That's the way it is. The clubs are fine. The clubs are ace and king. We have the king in our hand and the ace on the dummy, so we have no losers in clubs. We don't need to ruff the clubs because that does not improve this hand, it improves this hand. Another way of saying that is you don't want to try and ruff in the long holding, and that's exactly what ruffing clubs would be doing. We'd be setting this hand up when actually we want to set this hand up. So we're going to lose a diamond, we're going to lose no clubs, hopefully no spades unless they break 4-0. It's the hearts that's the problem. We've got ace, small, small, small in hearts, and we've only got 2 hearts here. So what that suggests is we need to try to get rid of dummy's heart losers to improve their hand. The spades are what they are, hopefully no losers. The diamonds are, we've got one loser whether we like it or not, and the clubs are no losers. So what we want to try and do is set this hand up by reducing the number of heart losers we have. Now there are 2 ways to do that. 1, do some finessing. 2, trump the heart losers. The final one, secret option 3 if you like, will be to throw the hearts away on something, but that's not applicable here. We haven't got a suit that we can discard hearts on. So we either need to try a few finesses in hearts, or we need to try and ruff hearts in our hand. So what that would be, simplifying all that down, can we ruff in the short holding? Yes we can. The short holding is here, not there. Usually the short holding is the dummy, but in this instance it's a dummy reversal. So can we ruff in the short holding? Yes we can. We can ruff hearts here. So that's what we should try and do. How many hearts would we like to ruff? Ideally we'd like to ruff 2. We've got 4 hearts here, 2 hearts here, so 2 of these heart losers can be ruffed away. The alternative play would be to lead the jack of hearts, trying to finesse hearts, leading the jack through and ducking, and then low to the 10, and hoping for some kind of heart holding underneath the ace, to try and set the 10 of hearts up as an extra trick. That actually shouldn't work unless it's king and queen with West, because if we lead the jack, if it goes jack, king, ace, say, the 10 of hearts is now stranded on its own. So it's unlikely we can set the hearts up because they're just not good enough quality. Not only that, if there was king, queen of hearts with West, they would have probably have elected to lead the king of hearts with king, queen, instead of the queen of diamonds with queen, jack. So I suspect there is at least a heart honour with East, so I think ruffing the hearts is the better play. So, boiling all of that down, we're going to win this diamond, and we're going to clear our hearts quickly to ruff the hearts here before we then draw the trumps. If we draw the trumps first, we're not going to have enough spades in order to ruff the hearts. We're not going to be able to ruff all these losers away. My hope is we can lose 1 diamond and 1 heart only and ruff the other 2 hearts in our hand to make +1. If we lose an extra heart, it is what it is. If we lose 2 extra hearts, it's very sad. So we can't afford to draw the trumps, we need to ruff the hearts first. As for this trick, kind of obvious what we're doing. Low diamond from the table, we'll win the ace in our hand in a minute.